say my name is Gabe. I go by Red's Dead. Um, I've been doing pretty well, working on a new project and getting really excited about it, man. How have you been?
I've been good. I've been good doing the same thing you're doing, man.
Yes, sir. Always working.
So I know you got a release, you know what I'm saying, coming up or just out. What what type of music do you make? And maybe tell me a little bit about your process.
So okay, so the new song coming out is called "I'm Sorry I'm Okay." And Okay, cool. So yeah, the new song that I'm coming out with is called "I'm Sorry I'm Okay." It'll be on the new project. So the style that I kind of make is kind of a blend of three different things. So I got like kind of like that sad boy cloud trap kind of thing going on. I've got some hyper pop elements and then punk rock. That's what I grew up with.
Okay. I like that. I like that. Using three different things to kind of make your own style, your own little baby of music.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So what was your process like in making the song?
So this new project, I'm say that'll probably take a little bit of backstory, but the project I'm working on is all about mental health awareness, destigmatizing, kind of a process of where you come to being content with who you are and working through these mental issues that I've been through a lot myself and still struggle with to this day. So the concept behind "I'm Sorry I'm Okay" is, especially when you struggle with mental illness, you feel like a burden a whole lot. You feel like you can't really open up because you're causing someone else problems by doing so. So yeah, it's the concept "I'm sorry I'm okay" was just kind of a way of saying like "I'm sorry, I'll be fine," which is always like the fake answer to "How are you?" And like apologizing for being down. So writing that song was a little bit difficult because it kind of resurfaces a lot of things for me. But I get a lot of positive feedback about how these songs are helping people out, and so I'm more than happy to drag up old things in order to help anybody out how I can.
Yeah, and it's good to have that real raw emotion in your music. When you have that raw emotion, it creates a connection with the fan that you can't recreate, that you can't fake. You know what I'm saying?
hmm Well, and my whole thing is, I'm not looking for virality. I'm not looking for money and Lambos here. Like, I'm more like the music that I made started as a release for myself. I showed it to a select couple people, and they said, "Man, you need to drop it." So I did, and the one critique that I always got was, "You need to be more genuine. And you need to be real about it." And so, like, this whole project is gonna, no more facade or anything. It's just gonna be just gonna be me,
Gonna be
man.
you. I feel that. I can feel that. I feel that. So what type of artist do you consider yourself as? Like, what do you like? I know you just said what type of music you make, but like, do
hmm
you consider yourself like, no, I'm a rock star, or do you consider yourself as, no, I'm going to make a hyper pop genre, or do you consider yourself your own enigma?
So, I mean, I definitely take a lot of influences from different people, but I do blend them to be my own thing. I think what was it? There's another artist that I really like, Heffy, and he calls himself a junkyard pop star. That's kind of like, I mean, that's probably the closest thing I could compare it to.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to take his title or anything, but that kind of a grungy rock, trap, punk, hyper pop kind of just blend it all together.
Junkyard pop star. I like that. I like that though.
hmm
I like that though. So what came first when you were making the song? The beat or the song or some lyrics, a verse, a chorus, a hook? What kind of came
hmm
first when it came to making this song?
So for making the song, I wrote the lyrics. I was at work, and I was just it wasn't busy, so I was just kind of conceptualizing some things, and two things came to my mind. Was "I'm sorry, I'm okay," and like the phrase "just moving day to day." So I took those and I just started writing out lines. I had to go back when I found the correct beat for it and kind of rework it a little bit. But yeah, I wrote it one day at work and decided like, yeah, that's got to be on there. I feel like that could be impactful.
Okay. Okay. Any specific lyrics you'd like to draw attention to? We're trying to hype up your release. So are there any specific lyrics that you feel like were very powerful, very impactful?
Yeah, so really it's the hook that really impacted me personally. So the words are I'm sorry, I'm okay. Moving day to day, it's something. All I ever wanted was someone to see me. I said that I was down, but you wouldn't believe me. And then the second round it goes, I'm sorry, I'm okay. Moving day to day, it's something. All I ever wanted was someone to see me. I sat inside my room just slowly bleeding. So
Okay,
that's the big part that really resonates.
okay. I feel it. I feel it. What made you choose your artist name? I noticed the name Red's Dead, and that was really interesting to me. You know what I'm saying? So, what made you choose your artist name?
Yeah, so a ways back when I first started making music, I went by 99 Red. One of my buddies was like, we got to make an artist name for you, and he said, well, Red's got to be in there because I'm a ginger. But and then he said, like maybe a number. I said, what about 99? Like the year I was born. And he goes, yeah, that'll work. But after a while, I kind of fell out of love with that name. Like it's not like really, it doesn't speak to me anymore. So, I went through a whole name change, rebuilding, a group of people that listen to the music. I really started taking it more serious. And Red's Dead was a couple of things. So one of my buddies loves the video game Red Dead Redemption.
Mhm.
And half of the time my music people describe as, like, not in a bad way, but like, like that mental illness kind of message thing. The like, like that dead inside kind of thing.
Mhm.
So then we went with Red's Dead and just put two D's in there just to make it different.
Do you want listeners to know or feel when they listen to your song?
So specifically with this song, the target of it was awareness to check in on your people.
Mhm.
Um, so when I say like I'm sorry, I'm okay. It's a call to say like when people say like the phrase I'm fine.
Mhm.
Make sure of that fact. Especially because a lot of people, especially that's a part of the song. I do a little bit of speaking, and I say the people that never look like they need help are usually the ones that need the most.
Mhm.
And you're usually the ones that take on the world's problems and everyone else's problems are usually ones that never get help. So I made sure to put in like checking on your friends, checking on your family, checking on your people, and just mental illness is a very serious thing. I've definitely had my battles with it, and some people very close to me have almost lost that battle, and it's terrifying. So I really want to breed this awareness and destigmatize it, and just kind of bring forward like it's okay. Just check in on your people, make sure everyone's okay.
Yeah, that's needed. That's very much needed. I feel you. As an independent artist, how do you feel about the music industry?
Um, I mean, I don't feel necessarily good or bad about it. I know just in our current day and age, music marketing has become so difficult. Because especially like I work a day job. I'm working 60 hours a week. And then on top of that, I got to find a way to, record my music independently. I got to get all my own equipment. All my music marketing is grassroots and all done by me, which is, it's difficult. And like I said, with my music, especially with the message, it's not something that they're going to play in the club. It's not something that's going to be on the radio. I assure you of that. But so it makes it difficult. Like, there's no virality to my music, and there won't be, I'm sure. And I'm content with that, but it takes a lot of work. It's almost like I work two full-time jobs trying to do all this.
Okay. And that leads me into my next question. Where do you imagine people hearing your music? Like, would it be maybe in a car with their friends? Do you think it would be more like you just said it wasn't the club? You just said it wasn't on the radio.
Hmm.
So where would you imagine people listening to your music?
Yeah, so I found this just a weird like trend with people like me that have struggled with the same things. We all have a playlist, and it's all sad songs, but not for the purpose of being sad. It's songs that have helped us through things. So I've got some playlists that I have with my friends that we collaboratively add these songs to. And really, so I hear that as I want my music to build a community of wellness and of working through our issues as a unit. So I kind of picture just being on people's playlists, being that go-to song, lift you up again, and to, to let you know that, you're going to be okay. We got this. I got you. Everybody that listens to my music has you. So really, really, probably it could be, with your friends, collaborative playlists, just in your general playlist. I mean, even, midnight drives in the car.
Okay, okay. And that leads me into my next question. Who do you make music for? Like, describe to me what your ideal fan looks like.
So one of the old phrases that used to be like an Instagram bio that one of my friends wrote in there for me. I hadn't thought about it that way. But he said, "Songs for the dreamers, the broken, and everyone in between."
Mm-hmm. Okay, the dreamers, the broken, and everyone in between. I like that. So, who would you say is your biggest supporter right now? Like, who is your biggest fan?
Oh, this is going to be the corniest answer. Probably my wife. Mm-hmm. Probably my wife. She definitely supports me in a big way, and when I'm making music, she definitely takes a hit in quality time at some points of the day. But she's definitely supportive of it, and I think she's probably one of my top listeners right now.
But that's good. That's what you need. You need your wife to be your biggest fan, your biggest supporter, for real. I'm glad she's pushing you.
Absolutely.
Now, what hats do you wear as a musician? And by hats, we mean, like, I know you just said you do your own marketing. Do you shoot your own videos? Do you produce? Do you make beats? Do you record yourself? What else do you do other than just being a musician?
Yeah, so there's some beats that I bought from other people, but I do produce a lot of my own stuff. I play a lot of instruments. I was going to say I've recorded bass and guitar tracks for some of my songs. I play drums. I don't really have the facilities to be able to record those currently, so but I still produce them. As well as, like you said, with the marketing, just every different hat all at once. That's probably the hardest part, but it is fulfilling to me to be able to create my own labor of love here.
Okay. So what outside of music are you responsible for? Like, do you, like, I know you just said you had a job, you know what I'm saying? I know you have a wife, you know what I mean? But like,
yeah,
what else do you have to do other than the music, and how do you balance it?
So man, I was gonna say, so I have an internship with a music studio. And I also have recently landed myself. I'm the captain of an esports team for Apex Legends.
Okay, congratulations.
Yeah, thank you. So it's a lot of fun, but man, I was going to say it takes. I'm still working out the details, but I've got to really meticulously kind of schedule out my time. So I'm working on being able to find a day, my 2 days where I go to the music studio to intern, my 2 days where I have practice for the esports team, and being able to fit in like an hour of music every day, trying to get that done, and take care of my wife as well, because I know, like, part of our our big the way that we communicate is definitely like quality time spent, things like that. So that's very important to us. So I definitely juggle a lot of different things, but I'm making it work so far.
Okay. That's good. Um, Moving on to your discography, like songs that you've already made and you've already released. What song are you most proud of?
Currently, I have a song out there. It's called "Any Excuse." I love the vibe of it. It's super upbeat, and it's actually probably one of the happier songs that I've done. That one's gotten the most response too. So I've wound up on a couple of pretty decent playlists. I landed on a hyperpop or a hyperpunk hits playlist, and that one is curated by a Warner Records A&R. So I was pretty excited about that when we made that work. So that one is man, and this is small numbers, but independent artists, and especially going through my name change and redoing everything from scratch. That hit 1,400 plays in about a month.
Okay. Yeah, you doing it big.
Hmm. So those are numbers that make me very happy.
Okay, so when it comes to your discography, just mention anything about it. How do you feel about it? The overall feel of it, the overall feel of what
Hmm.
type of music you made. Like you just said, that was one of your happier songs. So I'm assuming that you made more sad songs than anything, but you describe
Hmm.
your music to me.
Yeah, so I do make songs that definitely minor key. I enjoy sad music. Like I said, in those playlists that I make, I have a lot of songs that sound sad, but they're not necessarily, the message isn't necessarily sad. But I really enjoy, like, a lot of people would say, like, I just love my sad boy music. And I do. But I also, like, I'm a very upbeat person for the most part. So, like, one of the reasons that I've been experimenting with, like, that hyper pop punk style is, one, I just love the sound of it, and two, like, I want to portray that, that I really am a happy person. Even though my music can be a lot of minor topics. Um, when my happier songs, I want to portray that, like, though I struggle with that, I'm still overcoming. I'm still happy. I'm content. I'm coming to a place where I can be happy in my own skin. So that would be the way I describe it. Is it's a whole roller coaster of emotions, but it's really, I've been trying with this new project as Red's Dead to be just unabashedly myself without any kind of facade and no fake persona. Like it's just, if the mood swings in the music, that means my mood swang, and that's okay.
Mhm. I feel you. I have a couple songs like that. I understand exactly
Hmm.
what you're talking about. So, artists work together, collaborate, do different things. Who would be your dream collaboration? Like, if you can have anybody on a song, no matter the cost, no matter nothing, who would it be?
So, oh man, can they be dead?
Yeah, yeah, you can choose a
Okay,
dead person.
okay. So to be completely honest with you, man, I hadn't really thought about making my own music until I found Juice World. So me and my buddy found Juice World on SoundCloud, and Lucid Dreams had 3,000 plays.
Mm,
And
mm.
since that day, I have been obsessed with his music. We swapped messages over SoundCloud. Very little, like I pretty much just said, like, "Hey, bro, I love your music," and he said, "Thank you," but, like, that meant the world to me. And then, like, 3 months later, I was in New York and I see his face on billboards, and like, his message was really resonating. So I would pick Juice World any day of the week.
Hey, I understand RP Juice World 999. I feel you. I feel you.
Absolutely.
I feel you. So, other than the song that's about to come out, is there anything else you have in the works?
Yeah, so I'm working on, like I think I mentioned a little bit before. I'm working on a whole project about mental illness. It's going to be kind of I'm working on making a little story arc for it. So I'm thinking it's going to be. It started as I was going to do an EP, and there's just too many songs now. So I'm going for the full album, going for a full debut album. I don't have a title yet, but I do have, the beginning of the album is going to be kind of, these are the struggles. Kind of the middle of the album is like, this is how we're gonna, deal with it. And, kind of the end of the album is going to be my more happier songs, where it says, but we're going to be okay. Like, we all have this, we got this, we got each other. We'll make it through this.
Okay, okay, okay. I'm glad to hear that. I'm glad to hear that. And so, about the song that's about to release, what was your mindset like going into it? Was your mindset like, I have to make this and I have to do this? Was your mindset, you know what I'm saying? What was your mindset like?
Yeah, so my mindset was not at all forced, or like, that's one of the hard things, like I said, with my scheduling is, I can't force myself to make music. It has to happen organically. That's part of my process. Is if I'm feeling a certain kind of way, then I got to get it down on the mic. Half the songs I'll write 2 lines, and the rest of them I just kind of let out. Um, and that goes well for me. And with this song, like I said, I wrote some of the lines while I was at work, and when I got home, it was one of those days where one of the huge things that I struggle with is feeling adequate, feeling good enough for respect or love. It's a huge thing that I go through on a daily basis. And so that was one of those days where I was particularly, feeling kind of that way. Um, just kind of, just generally not feeling so great about myself, and so that, all that emotion just kind of poured out into that song. I think the song overall took me about 45 minutes to make.
Mm-hmm.
After that, there's all kinds of post-production. Yeah, and like I said, there's all kinds of post-production that took a bunch more time, like all the mixing, mastering kind of things. But yeah, when I laid down all the, the verses and all the vocal tracks and everything like that, very short time, I just, emotions just kind of come out.
Okay, I understand that, and I can feel you. I can feel that your organic process. I like all of that. I have a question. Would you be willing to perform anything for us, or play us a sample of the new song coming out?
Yeah, absolutely. I was gonna say I don't know how good the quality would be over my phone, but I'd be more than happy to play you. Would you rather I play part of the song that's coming out or something brand new?
Ooh, play me the song that's coming out, because this interview is about the song coming out. I want to hear that new song.
Okay, absolutely. Okay. I'm sorry, I'm okay, moving day to day, it's something. All I ever wanted was someone to see me. Said that I was down, but you wouldn't believe me. I'm sorry, I'm okay, moving day to day, it's something. All I ever wanted was someone to see me. Got us up my room, just slowly bleeding. I used to believe that my life meant nothing. Into the mirror, what I see disgusts me, interrupting.
I get the dancing in here. I feel the Juice WRLD vibes. I can definitely hear the influence. I like it.
Absolutely. So yeah, I'm pretty satisfied with that track. I'm pretty excited for it.
Oh yeah, definitely. Turn it up. Make sure you market it. Make sure you send it to the Ascendance team. Make sure you do the whole thing.
Okay. So the other thing that I did that was a genius idea. Somebody told me I should do this. So I've got a QR code for like my link tree and everything. Get my socials. Get my my pre-save link, all that. So what the idea was, we take some like my album art, we put it on like a little card with the QR code, and it just says, "I'm sorry, I'm okay, available for pre-save." Nothing else. So it's a complete mystery as to what that card is unless you scan that code. And then we just started leaving them everywhere we were going. So I've left them on the shelf at Walmart, in the gas station. I've handed it out to like random places I've been, when people, are talking to me about, like music and stuff. I'm like, oh yeah, I make music too. And they're like, oh, where can I find you? I'll pull out one of those cards and be like, there you go. Show it to all your friends.
Yeah, that's exactly what you need to do. That's a good idea. That's a good plan. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Is there anything?
And it's grassroots.
Is there any other marketing tips or anything else you want to say to the people? Anything you want to share?
Yeah, one of the huge things is, even though if you're not making like huge views or anything, to be honest, like you got to take advantage of those Instagram reels and those TikToks, man. Those 15-second, people scrolling through. If anyone's into music or that style of music, these algorithms really do well at putting you in front of people that enjoy, that similar kind of vibe. Something that I learned was that in order for someone to remember, a hook or anything about your song, they need to hear it 6 to 7 times. So, you need to be posting that song with the same snippet, like, oh man, 3-4 times a day. And I'm not a great example of it. I usually get one if I'm lucky, but I'm going to be stepping that up definitely, and really trying to make that work. There's been an artist that I've seen all over TikTok just blowing up my For You page. He's called Not Nevi. And that dude went from no streams to 40,000 on the song that he dropped. He was every 10 minutes, I swear, he was making a video and dropping it on TikTok, just him mouthing the words to his verse. And it and I didn't think it was going to work. I'm like, I'm not even necessarily a huge fan of that style, but it was stuck in my head. I went and I saved it on Spotify right away. I'm like, that's what I want to be doing.
Yeah, that's exactly what you have to be doing. I feel it. That 6 to 7 time rule is something very serious, and it's very true. Because I know me,
Mm-hmm.
I've not checked out stuff until I've seen it a good 4, 5, 6 times. So
Yep.
it's really easy for you to have to do that. I can feel that. I can understand that.
Mm-hmm. Got to get it in the back of somebody's mind so that the seventh time that they see it, they're like, all right, I got to click this link. I got to, I got to go to Instagram and check out more.
Mm-hmm. Well, thank you for the interview, man. I'm so glad. And shout out your new song. Shout out your name. Shout out anything you want to shout out.
Absolutely. So if you didn't catch it before, my name is Red's Dead. I got a new song coming out called "I'm Sorry I'm Okay" and a new project coming out early next year. The new song "I'm Sorry I'm Okay" is coming out December 15th. Say, you can find it on all platforms at that date. The pre-save link is everywhere on my Instagram. All my tags are the same. It's just under Red's Dead. I think that's all I got, man. I appreciate you.